Hello, and welcome back to our daily English talk. I'm very happy you are here with us today. This is a calm and supportive place where you can practice English slowly. Please take a gentle breath and let your shoulders relax.
Hi, everyone. We're glad you're here. There is no rush and no pressure. This lesson is slow and clear. Just listen and stay comfortable.
If you are new here, please remember to like this lesson and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us continue creating practical English for real life. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you for being here. This space is for learning without fear. You do not need perfect English. You only need patience and steady listening.
Emma, how are you feeling right now? Thinking about job interviews can make many people nervous.
I feel a little nervous too. Job interviews are important moments. They can feel stressful, especially in another language.
That feeling connects to today's topic. Today, we will practice English for a job interview. This is very useful English for beginners.
Yes, many people need to do job interviews in English. Knowing simple interview English helps us feel more prepared and confident.
Job interviews can feel scary because we want to make a good impression. We worry about making mistakes or forgetting words.
That worry is very normal. Even native speakers feel nervous during interviews. Feeling nervous does not mean you are not ready.
The good news is this: job interview English does not need long or difficult sentences. Simple, clear answers are often best.
Yes, interviewers usually listen for clear ideas, not perfect grammar. They want to understand you, not test your language.
Today's lesson is listening practice. You do not need to speak. Just listen and imagine the situation calmly.
Listening calmly helps your brain feel safe. When the brain feels safe, learning becomes easier.
Let's imagine we have a job interview today. Maybe it is for an office job, a shop job, or a restaurant job.
I imagine waking up early in the morning. I feel a little nervous, but also hopeful. Today feels important.
I prepare my clothes carefully. I choose something clean and simple. Looking neat helps me feel more confident.
Preparing clothes is part of preparation. When we prepare well, our mind feels calmer.
Before leaving home, I take a slow breath. Breathing helps calm my body and my voice.
Calm breathing is very helpful before interviews. Calm voices sound confident.
I arrive at the interview location early. Arriving early helps reduce stress.
Yes, arriving early gives time to relax and observe the place.
I stand outside the building for a moment. I look at the company name. I remind myself that I am prepared.
Reminding yourself of preparation helps reduce fear. You did your best to get ready.
I walk inside the building slowly. The place feels quiet and professional.
Professional spaces can feel serious, but they are also welcoming.
I look around and see a reception desk. A receptionist is sitting there and working.
Seeing staff helps me feel guided. I know where to go next.
Before speaking, I think about what to say. I prepare a simple greeting in my mind.
Simple sentences help a lot. We do not need long speeches.
I remind myself that speaking slowly is okay. Pauses are okay. Silence is okay.
Interviewers understand that candidates may feel nervous.
I walk calmly toward the reception desk. My steps feel steady.
Walking calmly helps the body stay relaxed.
The receptionist looks up and smiles politely. That smile feels welcoming.
Friendly faces reduce nervous feelings quickly.
I greet the receptionist politely. I say hello and explain that I am here for an interview.
Simple explanations work best. The receptionist understands right away.
The receptionist asks for my name. I answer slowly and clearly. I spell my name if needed.
Spelling names is very common in interviews. Taking time feels professional.
The receptionist asks me to wait. I thank them politely and move to the waiting area.
Saying thank you shows politeness and respect.
I sit down in the waiting area. My hands feel a little tense, but my breathing is calm.
Sitting quietly helps nervous feelings settle down.
I look around the room. I see chairs, a table, and maybe a company poster on the wall.
The environment feels professional and calm.
While waiting, I think about common interview questions. This helps me feel prepared.
Preparation helps confidence grow quietly.
I remind myself that interviews often start with simple questions.
Yes, interviewers usually start gently to help candidates relax.
I practice a simple introduction in my mind. My name, my experience, my interest.
Simple introductions are enough. No need for long stories.
I remind myself that mistakes are okay. Communication matters more than perfection.
Interviewers care about attitude, honesty, and clarity.
I hear my name being called. The sound is calm and professional.
Hearing your name can make the heart beat faster, but it also means the interview is starting.
I stand up slowly and take one deep breath.
Breathing before speaking helps the voice stay calm.
I follow the interviewer into the interview room. The room feels quiet and professional.
Walking calmly into the room helps confidence.
I see a table and chairs. The interviewer gestures for me to sit.
Clear gestures make the situation easier.
I sit down carefully. My posture feels upright and calm.
Good posture helps the body feel confident.
The interviewer smiles and greets me. The greeting feels polite and professional.
Friendly greetings help nervous feelings fade quickly.
I return the greeting slowly and clearly. My voice feels steady.
Calm voices create a positive first impression.
The interview is about to begin. I feel ready to listen and answer calmly.
In the next part, we will listen to common interview questions and simple answers.
Please stay relaxed and keep listening. You are doing very well already.
Yes, we will continue together, step by step.
Now we are sitting calmly in the interview room together. The atmosphere feels quiet and professional. I notice my breathing and slow it down. Calm breathing helps my voice sound steady and clear.
I sit comfortably in my chair and place my hands on my lap. My heart is beating a little faster, but it feels manageable. Sitting still helps my body relax.
The interviewer looks at me and smiles politely. That smile feels reassuring. Friendly expressions help reduce nervous feelings.
I return the smile softly. Smiling helps communication begin in a warm and respectful way.
The interviewer starts with a simple question. They say, "Can you tell me about yourself?" This is a very common interview question.
I hear this question clearly. I remind myself that the interviewer wants a simple answer, not a long story.
I begin my answer slowly. I say my name first. I speak clearly and do not rush my words.
Starting with your name feels safe and natural. It gives your brain time to relax.
I continue by talking about my background. I mention my experience or my studies in simple sentences.
Simple sentences are perfect here. The interviewer can understand easily.
I say what kind of work I have done before. I keep my explanation short and clear.
Short explanations help keep the answer focused. Focus makes answers stronger.
I also say why I am interested in this job. I speak honestly and calmly.
Honest answers sound natural. Interviewers appreciate honesty.
The interviewer listens carefully and nods. That nod feels encouraging.
Being listened to helps confidence grow.
The interviewer asks another question. They ask, "Why do you want this job?"
This question feels important, but I remind myself to keep it simple.
I answer slowly. I say I like the company. I say I like the work. I use simple reasons.
Simple reasons are enough. You do not need big words to sound interested.
I mention that I want to learn and grow. Learning is a positive reason.
Interviewers like hearing about learning and growth.
The interviewer asks about my skills. They say, "What are your skills?"
I pause for a moment. Pausing helps me think clearly.
I answer with simple skill words. I say I am good at teamwork. I say I am reliable.
Using simple skill words works well. Clear meaning matters more than long lists.
I also give a small example. I say I worked well with others in my last job.
Small examples help the interviewer understand better.
The interviewer asks, "Do you have experience?" This question is very common.
I answer honestly. If I have experience, I say yes. If not, I say I am willing to learn.
Being honest is important. Interviewers respect honesty.
Saying I am willing to learn is a strong answer for beginners.
The interviewer asks about work hours. They say, "When can you work?"
This question is clear and practical.
I answer clearly. I say weekdays or weekends. I mention my availability simply.
Clear availability helps the interviewer make decisions easily.
The interviewer asks about strengths. They say, "What are your strengths?"
I take a slow breath. Breathing helps calm my thoughts.
I answer with one or two strengths. I say I am hardworking. I say I am punctual.
Simple strengths are very effective. They are easy to understand.
I keep my voice steady and my posture upright. Body language supports my words.
Calm posture helps confidence feel real.
The interviewer asks a gentle follow-up question. They want to know more.
Follow-up questions mean the interviewer is interested.
I answer calmly and slowly. I do not rush to finish.
Slow answers sound thoughtful and clear.
The interviewer asks about challenges. They say, "What is difficult for you?"
This question feels serious, but I stay calm.
I answer honestly but positively. I say I am improving my English. I say I practice every day.
Turning challenges into learning shows a positive attitude.
The interviewer nods again. That nod feels supportive.
Supportive body language helps reduce stress.
The interviewer explains the job a little more. I listen carefully and quietly.
Listening is just as important as speaking.
I nod to show I understand. Nodding supports communication.
Body language helps when words feel limited.
The interviewer asks if I have any questions. This is a common moment.
Having a question ready helps show interest.
I ask one simple question about the job. My voice stays polite and calm.
Simple questions are enough. They show engagement.
The interviewer answers clearly and kindly.
Kind answers help the interview feel friendly.
I listen carefully and say thank you.
Saying thank you shows respect.
The interview continues calmly. I feel more relaxed now than at the beginning.
Confidence grows during the conversation.
I noticed that simple English worked very well.
Clear communication matters more than perfect language.
I feel proud of myself for staying calm.
Staying calm is a big success.
In the next part, we will continue the interview and talk about ending the interview politely.
Yes, we will continue together. Please stay relaxed and keep listening. You are doing very well.
Now the interview continues calmly. I notice that my body feels more relaxed than before. The first questions are finished, and I feel more comfortable in the room.
I feel the same way. Once the interview starts, fear often becomes smaller. Talking calmly helps confidence grow naturally.
The interviewer looks at me and asks another question. They say, "Can you tell me about your previous job?" The question sounds clear and neutral.
This is a common question. It gives you a chance to explain your experience in a simple way.
I take a slow breath before answering. Breathing helps my thoughts stay organized. I remind myself to keep my answer short and clear.
Short answers are easier to control. They help reduce mistakes and stress.
I begin by saying where I worked before. I mention the company or place. I speak slowly and clearly.
Naming the place first gives structure to the answer. Structure helps confidence.
I explain my main duties in simple words. I say what I did every day. I avoid long explanations.
Daily tasks are easy to describe. Interviewers want to understand what you actually did.
I give one small example. I say I helped customers. I say I worked with my team.
Simple examples make answers real and easy to understand.
The interviewer listens carefully and takes notes. Seeing this makes me feel that my answer is useful.
When interviewers take notes, it means they are interested.
The interviewer asks another question. They say, "How do you handle stress at work?" The question feels serious but calm.
This is a common question. It wants to know how you stay calm and responsible.
I pause for a moment. Pausing helps me choose simple words. I remind myself to answer honestly.
Honest answers sound natural and confident.
I answer by saying I try to stay calm. I say I focus on my tasks. I keep my sentences short.
These are good answers. They show responsibility without using difficult language.
I add that I ask for help when needed. Asking for help is a positive skill.
Yes, teamwork and communication are important in most jobs.
The interviewer nods again. That nod feels encouraging. I feel my confidence growing slowly.
Confidence often grows during the interview, not before it.
The interviewer asks about teamwork. They say, "Do you like working with others?"
This is a friendly question. It is easy to answer positively.
I answer clearly. I say yes. I say I enjoy working with a team.
Positive answers show good attitude.
I give a short reason. I say teamwork helps solve problems. I keep my voice calm.
Short reasons sound confident and clear.
The interviewer asks, "What are your goals?" This question feels a little more personal.
Goals do not need to be big or complicated. Simple goals are okay.
I answer honestly. I say I want to gain experience. I say I want to improve my skills.
Learning goals are very good answers for beginners.
I also say I want to contribute to the company. My voice stays steady.
Showing interest in the company is always positive.
The interviewer listens and smiles slightly. That smile makes me feel more relaxed.
Friendly reactions reduce pressure quickly.
The interviewer asks about schedule flexibility. They say, "Are you flexible with hours?"
This is a practical and common question.
I answer clearly. I explain my availability using simple words.
Clear availability helps employers plan easily.
The interviewer asks if I can start soon. I answer honestly.
Honest answers build trust.
Now the interview feels more like a conversation. My body feels less tense.
When fear is gone, communication becomes smoother.
I listen carefully as the interviewer explains the job role again, without interrupting.
Listening shows respect and interest.
I nod slowly to show understanding. Nodding helps communication.
Body language supports words when English feels limited.
The interviewer asks if I understand the job duties. I answer yes.
Simple yes or no answers are fine here.
I ask one short question to confirm my understanding. My voice stays polite.
Asking questions shows attention and responsibility.
The interviewer answers clearly. The explanation helps me feel confident.
Clear explanations reduce uncertainty.
I notice that I am no longer afraid of speaking. My words come more naturally now.
This happens often. Fear fades once communication begins.
I remind myself that this interview is a learning experience, no matter the result.
Every interview builds experience and confidence.
I feel proud that I stayed calm and answered honestly.
That calm honesty is already a success.
The interviewer looks at the time and prepares to finish the interview.
This means the interview is almost complete.
In the next part, we will practice ending the interview politely and confidently.
Yes, we will finish together. Please stay relaxed and keep listening. You are doing very well.
Now we are reaching the final part of the job interview together. I notice that my body feels much calmer than when I first arrived. The tension in my shoulders is gone. I feel more confident sitting here.
I feel that change too. At the beginning, the interview felt scary. Now it feels like a normal conversation. Calm communication really makes a difference.
The interviewer looks at me and smiles politely. They begin to close the interview. Their voice sounds friendly and professional.
When the interviewer smiles at the end, it usually means the interview went well. This moment feels lighter.
The interviewer says, "Thank you for coming today." I listen carefully and prepare my response.
This is an important moment. Ending politely leaves a good final impression.
I respond calmly and clearly. I say, "Thank you for your time." My voice sounds steady and respectful.
That sentence is simple but very professional. It shows gratitude and confidence.
The interviewer may explain the next steps. They may say when I will hear back or what happens next.
Listening carefully at this moment is important. This information helps reduce uncertainty.
I listen without interrupting. I focus on the main ideas, not every word.
Understanding the main idea is enough. You can always ask later if needed.
If I do not understand something, I politely ask a question. I say, "Could you please repeat that?"
Asking for repetition is professional. It shows you care about understanding correctly.
The interviewer answers clearly and patiently. The tone feels supportive.
Supportive answers help the interview end in a positive way.
The interviewer asks if I have any final questions. This is a common closing question.
Having a simple question ready shows interest and confidence.
I ask a short and clear question. I may ask about training or the team.
Simple questions are enough. They show curiosity and motivation.
The interviewer answers my question. I listen carefully and nod to show understanding.
Nodding supports communication. Body language matters in interviews.
I say thank you again at the end. Polite endings are very important.
Repeating thanks is normal and respectful in professional settings.
The interviewer stands up and offers a handshake. I stand up calmly and return the gesture.
Standing calmly and confidently helps create a strong final impression.
I maintain eye contact briefly and smile politely. My posture feels relaxed and confident.
Calm body language shows professionalism, even without many words.
The interview is finished. I walk out of the interview room slowly and calmly.
Leaving calmly helps the experience feel complete and positive.
As I walk out of the building, I take a deep breath. Fresh air feels good.
Breathing deeply helps release any remaining tension.
I reflect on the interview. I think about the questions and my answers.
Reflection helps learning. Every interview teaches something new.
I remind myself that I did my best. I stayed calm. I communicated clearly.
That is already a success, no matter the result.
I noticed that simple English was enough. I did not need difficult words.
Clear and simple English works very well in interviews.
I remember how nervous I felt at the beginning. That fear feels much smaller now.
Experience reduces fear. The next interview will feel easier.
I feel proud of myself for trying. Speaking English in an interview takes courage.
Courage grows through action, not waiting.
I think about learners listening now. Job interviews in English can feel very stressful.
But this conversation shows that it can be calm and manageable.
You don't need perfect English. You need honesty, clarity, and calm.
Interviewers care about who you are, not perfect grammar.
You are allowed to pause. You are allowed to think. You are allowed to ask questions.
These are signs of professionalism, not weakness.
Practicing interviews like this builds confidence slowly and safely.
Listening again and again helps the brain feel prepared.
Even if you feel nervous, you can still do well. Nervousness does not mean failure.
Nervousness means you care. Caring is a good thing.
I hope this lesson helped you feel more prepared for a job interview in English.
You are more capable than you think.
Learning English for real-life situations builds confidence that lasts.
Confidence grows one experience at a time.
Thank you for staying with us through this full conversation. Thank you for listening patiently.
Yes, thank you for being here. Your effort truly matters.
We will continue practicing real-life English together in future lessons.
Until then, believe in yourself and keep practicing calmly.
Goodbye for now. One calm step at a time.
You've got this.